Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I have this story right here out of Texas, and it says, Beauty Queen, I was wrongfully arrested and called a black bitch. And for me, there was a couple of things wrong with this story, but I'm going to go ahead and read it first. It says, a Texas beauty queen claims she was harassed and wrongfully arrested by a police chief who called her a black bitch. Carmen Ponder, who was last year's Miss Black Texas pageant winner. Why does she need to be Miss Black Texas? Why can't she just be Miss Texas? But that's not racist, but whatever. Took to Twitter on Thursday to call for charges against Cameron's police chief, Carrie Crew. Ponder, 23, alleges that she was driving to a local Walmart on Saturday when an erratic driver cut in front of her. To avoid an accident, Ponder said she passed a truck and turned into a store parking lot. The vehicle followed her, and Cruz, who was a passenger, allegedly got out and began cursing at her. He screamed that he was teaching his 14-year-old how to drive, and I should have drove around her. How is she supposed to know he's teaching her his 14-year-old how to drive? Miss Black Texas says police chief had her arrested after she was victim of a road rage. Because he was probably white, the person that was driving crazy with his daughter, I'm sure was white. And with white supremacy, of course the black lady gets harassed and called names. When she came back out of the store, she said she was approached by an officer in plain clothes who showed his badge and yelled at her, saying that the man she had upset was a police chief. Okay, so he still doesn't get to cuss someone out because his 14-year-old daughter doesn't know how to drive. Like, why is that her problem? And that she had better apologize. Ponder said she declined and started to walk to her car when the officer grabbed her arm and told her she was being detained. Another officer arrived and were told by the officers in plain clothes that she had been evading arrest. She said she was then handcuffed and taken into custody, where she is held for 24 hours and charged with evading arrest. How is she evading arrest? Like, these I tell you, these Caucasoid devils are the biggest terrorists. Attorneys for Lee Merritt, who is representing Ponder, said they are calling for the chief to be fired for Ponder's charge to, I'm gonna pull this next thing up. It's just like this reality that we live in, and we really need to realize that we are up against racial terrorists, and that's just how it is, and we need to realize that. And until we do, we're going to continue to deal with situations like this. A Hunt County police chief has been placed on leave after the winner of the 2016 Miss Black Texas pageant accused him of having her arrested after a road rage incident she said he instigated. Seriously, do you really think he didn't instigate it? What are the probabilities of him not instigating it? A psycho crazed evil albinoid who thinks he has the right to do anything he wants to. His daughter's driving. She's 14, so I assure you she's not driving perfectly. He's saying he's teaching her how to drive. There's no way for this lady to know that there's a 14-year-old. Did you put a sign on your car? And then you should be okay with someone driving around you. Like, but he wanted to take revenge. He wanted to flex his supremacy. Or his this is getting on my nerves. I don't know what's going on here. He wants to flex his fake supremacy by harassing this lady, which that is not okay, and it should not even be tolerated. This thing is really pissing me off. I don't know what's going on. So it says, in East Texas, police chief is on leave pending investigating after he was accused of wrongfully arresting Miss Black Texas. Cameron Ponder tells KXAS-TV that Commerce Police Chief Carrie Crew had her arrested Saturday after a confrontation that led to him directing a racial and sexist slur at her. Ponder said she had passed a truck and pulled into a Walmart parking lot. The truck pulled up beside her, and the passenger, who she believed to be she believes to have been Crew, said he was teaching his 14-year-old daughter to drive. He berated Ponder for passing him, then called her a black bitch when she told him it wasn't illegal. Why does he care if someone passed him? That's what you guys need to realize. When these cockazoids get into their disgusting head that they're superior, you should ride behind them even if they're driving slow or erratic. If you try to get away from them, then something's wrong with you. And that's how they think. That's their mindset. And he should be fired. Like, you can't sit there and try to flex that you're a police officer when you're not even on duty. Your daughter's a horrible driver, and that's just that. Her attorney, Lee Merritt, said she entered the store, and when she emerged, several officers in plainclothes confronted her and demanded that she apologize to the chief. When she refused, she was arrested for evading arrest, handcuffed, and jailed for 24 hours. So you get a bunch of KKK members outside waiting for you. Why is there plainclothes officers waiting for someone outside of Walmart? Like, you guys are disgusting gang bullies. And this is when I tell you that they're the gang members and they're the thugs and they're the bullies. Because why are they doing this to her? Because she didn't want to drive behind his 14-year-old daughter who can't drive. So it's like, get your head out of your ass and get yourself off a pedestal and realize that your daughter didn't drive right. That's her problem and nobody else's. It shouldn't spread to someone being in jail. Like, he should lose his life for this. Because when you put somebody in jail for 24 hours, that's a traumatizing experience that she should not have had to deal with. And him being fired won't even fix that. It won't. He needs to serve some jail time too. Here's your terrorist, here's your gang, here's your thug. And I tell you guys this, and I show you guys these videos because the narrative needs to be rewritten. And you need to see the truth of who the villains are, who the terrorists are, who the thugs are, and who the gang members are. Because this is the face right here. Nobody else. The cockazoid terrorist. And now this poor lady is going to be traumatized for life. She's not going to be able to get over the fact that she was put in a jail for no reason at all. This is just another disgusting story, another disgusting example of these terrorists and their behavior. And it needs to stop being tolerated. It really does. Like, this is just horrible, horrible behavior. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this story. Should this dude lose his job? Should he be in jail, or should he lose his life? I mean, he's a terrorist, so to me he should be in Guantanamo Bay somewhere being tortured. But he's a terrorist, complete and utter terrorist. He's a thug and he's a gangbanger, and he should not be allowed to continue his reign of terror. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.